It's absolutely normal to not like everything on your face and body. It's also normal to want to change something and also normal to undergo plastic surgery in order to do so. But is it normal to spend, say, $2 million in plastic surgeries? Or have more than 580 of them? You be the judge of that after watching today's top 10 people who took plastic surgery too far. Number 1 is Jocelyn Wildenstein. If you're a billionaire, you can afford to have plastic surgery, that's for sure, but spending $2 million on it might be a bit excessive. Tiny bit. The Catwoman, Jocelyn Wildenstein, although doesn't seem to care too much of what other people think. Or maybe she cares way too much. We're not sure. This 80-year-old woman started with a simple eye lift but soon became obsessed. And in the words of her husband, she was thinking she could fix her face like a piece of furniture. Well, we're not going to comment anything. Number 2 is Vinny O. With a name like O, you can expect to say one yourself when you see him. O says that his dream and goal is to become a perfect genderless alien. He started with a nose job and then went further and further and further and further. The makeup artist sure knows how to do a perfect makeup. If you follow him on Instagram, you'll see what we mean. But we're not too sure he actually needed to have 110 surgeries. Although, to each their own, as they say. Number 3 is Lacey Wilde. If you want to go from point A to B, then you're planning your route. If you want to go from A to Q, then you're Lacey Wilde. The model and mother of 6 managed to go from cup A to cup Q, and she only knows what sacrifices she made to achieve it. But we know one of them. She had pigskin implanted around the edges and underneath her breast in order to secure and hold them. Because as you can imagine, these things are heavy, like super heavy. Number 4 is Tiffany. A woman named Tiffany seemed to be liking the Trump family a lot. In particular, Ivanka Trump. She had 13 plastic surgeries in 1 year to make herself into Ivanka's lookalike. I was so pretty before, she says, but I'm more elegant now, she told Botched host Dr. Paul Nassif and Dr. Terry DeBrow. She already had breast augmentation, a nose job, cheek injections, an eye lift, liposuction, and fat grafts added to her cheeks. Apparently wanting to undergo surgery, or actually going ahead with it, in order to look more like Ivanka Trump is actually a trend. We're going to refrain from comments yet again. Number 5 is Herbert Chavez. There are Superman fans and then there's Herbert. Apart from the fact there are 1,253 pieces of Superman memorabilia that belong to him listed in Guinness's official list of licensed collection, the man himself has undergone 26 painful surgeries to look like his favorite movie character. Now, if you want proof of his dedication, just think of it this way. He started off with an Asian face and said he wanted to be known as the Man of Plastic. But personally, we think Plastic Man is a better reference. Number 6 is Brian Ray. Britney Spears has millions of fans worldwide, and some of them are, well, more dedicated than others, let's say. That's the case with Brian Ray, who has spent more than $80,000 on plastic surgery to look like the Piece of Me singer. We can't imagine how painful it must be to have had over 90 cosmetic procedures, including fat injected into his cheeks, a nose job, lip fillers, and many, many more. He also spends around $500 a month on lotions in order to keep his skin youthful. It's almost Britney, bitch. Number 7 is Nevin Siganovic. I just want to stop this aging, Nevin said on a Channel 4 special series. And we have to say we understand the notion, but maybe not the lengths he went to in order to achieve it. The Croatian Instagram star started off with silicone lip injections, and then he went all out. The 48-year-old man even had an accident on one nose job operation, which left him with a side effect of a permanent erection. You know we can't pass on this joke. We're sure it was very hard for him. Sorry. Well, no, not sorry. Number 8 is Natasha Crown. The motto of Natasha Crown is simple: bigger is better. And while we agree in some cases, on others we're not so sure, but Natasha is. She wants to have the world's biggest bum, and she's had 3 Brazilian butt lifts and is going for more. Her behinds are around 85 inches around. And as the woman herself said, I've broken chairs with my butt. I've broken beds. I've broken people with my bum. In order to maintain her curves, she's gained 20 kilos, and she's ready to do whatever it takes to achieve her goal. Number 9 is Pixie Fox, also known as the Living Cartoon. Fox's obsession with plastic surgery started because she decided to look like the famous Jessica Rabbit cartoon from the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The former electrician has spent more than $120,000 on plastic surgery, and one of them was to remove 6 ribs so she could have a tiny waist. And when we say tiny, we mean record-breaking tiny. Her waist is only 14 inches. And in order to maintain this, she doesn't only go through an extreme diet, but also wears a corset 24 hours a day. That's dedication right there. Number 10 is Justin Jedlicka. This human Ken doll has fandom all his own. The reality TV star has undergone more than 580 procedures and is now a self-confessed plastic surgery expert and a living work of art. Justin started wanting to change his nose when he was only 14, but had to wait until he was 18 to have the first surgery because his parents didn't condone it. We're not sure they'd be happy with him spending well over $600,000 up to this point, but on the other hand, with his stardom, he's managed to make a lot of money also. And if you think that Ken needs a Barbie, think again. This star has a polyamorous throuple relationship, which has been going on for over 4 years. Which one is your favorite from the list? And do you think they've actually taken it too far, or is it okay to do this since it's their body? Let us know in the comments below, and also let us know if we missed someone that you think should definitely be on this list.